Hello, beautiful people. It is Tuesday, and I have another layout for you using the products from my empty box series. And so I am down to about 11 days of empty box series round one. And I will share with you, I guess the last day of the month, I will share with you what's left in the box, and the first day of April, I will share with you the new box that I'm going to create. So, this is a picture of a cheat meal that I ate, and I had never had poutine before. So I know there's a lot of Canadian scrappers, and I love to watch Nicole Jones and Kat Martin and people like that. And I hear about poutine, and Bab, being from Michigan, has had plenty of poutine. He's about 45 minutes from the Canada border, so he would just go over there for fun. And when I was there last, I wanted to, I think it was either last time or the time before, we did go over to Canada because I had never been. And I was excited to have some Canadian fare, but his mom was not in the mood. So I didn't get to have any. And I was very sad. So we actually found a place not too far from our home that had poutine. It's called the Maple Leaf Diner, and it was so rich and so thick. So normally, if you have followed me for a while, you know I do not eat like that. I have one good cheat meal a week. Usually, I get something way out of my normal zone, like Mexican food, because Mexican food is my favorite. But this time we woke up early and went and had brunch at this restaurant, and I proceeded to be sick, sick as a dog after I ate this. I mean, I was sick in bed thinking I was going to toss my cookies all day. It was miserable. I will never do that again. My body was so mad at me. It was ridiculous. So, lesson learned. You cannot go hard on food when you're the type of person that doesn't eat heavy foods. Between the grease and the French fries and the cheese curds and the gravy, I mean, it was just more than my body could handle. And I don't normally eat red meat either, so it was everything about it made me sick. So, as you can see, I started out with this white background, and I thought I would do some texture with some heavy duty gesso, and I didn't like it. So I put that to the side, and I grabbed another piece of white cardstock, and I had actually torn that yellow paper and made it like on the background and a couple of other layers for the foundation behind the photo. And I decided, I think that's a really cool tear in that paper, and I'm just going to grab another sheet of paper that is soft and complementary, and I just kind of went with it. I thought that was a good background, and you're going to see me build from there. So I also grabbed one of my yellow ink daubers, and I am going to distress, just do like some ink distressing all the way around the edge of this background white paper. And it is a textured paper, so it looks a little bit more distressed when you ink that type of paper. So I also take it to my sewing machine, and I think I show you that next. Oh no, I'm going to play around with a little bit of placement here, I guess. So I did think about thread. I don't think I ended up using thread other than sewing the papers down, because it was so plain. Like, it was bottom heavy and very plain on the top portion. So I end up, maybe it's towards the end, I end up adding the sewing lines. But here I took this label header that says Saturday. That's from an old October afternoon collection that was in my stash called Saturday Morning. And it was just one of the fun stickers that came from it. And I'm going to take that thread off. The rest, I believe, other than maybe a couple of things, are from, well, actually, if I'd say it's 50-50, empty box and from my stash. I kept trying to use that Good Vibes Only. I don't end up using it. It drives me nuts. I end up pulling it off and putting it back and pulling it off. The card, what am I trying to say? The 3x4 card is from L Studio, and that's from the Live, Laugh, Love ephemera from the empty box. And so was the, I believe, the other label header next to the word Saturday. The On My Mind was definitely from an old Citrus Twist kit that was in the empty box. And let me show you these. These are called tabs. And when I bought those years ago, I pulled them from my stash for this. I thought it was like a puffy or a foamy type of sticker. And it is not. It's actually like little tiny Post-it notes. Well, I wanted more dimension than that. I liked the fact that I thought it was a puffy sticker. So I kept all of the layers of the little Post-its. So that hot dog and that hamburger from Little B goes perfectly on the page, and I thought it was fun. So I just kept it as is. The other little tab, I believe, behind the On My Mind and the hamburger was from an old Maggie home. No, I'm sorry, Dear Lizzie. I think that was a Dear Lizzie, like an extra sticker I had that was in the empty box, just random by itself. This right here, oh no, I haven't got to it. Everyday Magic. That is from Pink Fresh Studio, and that was in the empty box, and I believe that's the Live More collection. And then the one at the bottom that says this right here, I don't remember where that came from. I want to say it's the L Studio Live, Laugh, Love ephemera as well. I'm pretty sure it is. And so I also pull from my stash some stickers from Heidi Swap, and the black one says Live More, and the pink one says Make It Happen right above the hamburger. And I found this little sticker in, I believe it was also, what, gosh, I can't remember, but it says Yay right below that Make It Happen sticker. And then the one below On My Mind, it says You Deserve It. Because I work hard all week, guys. I mean, I work out 5 to 6 days a week. Sometimes I do doubles, plus I am a personal trainer, and I spend, many hours in the gym. And so I deserve my cheat meal, and I take full advantage of it. But on this day, I just went overboard and paid for it terribly. The whole rest of the day was ruined. So the foam word that says Hooray was also from the empty box, from a set of stickers that I've just about used all those. I'm almost out. I thought I would try to incorporate some stamps, but they didn't make it to the page. And you can see how I'm just kind of fussing with some of these clusters. I did not like the stamped word for that heart label header, and I covered up with just a little soft pink background paper, and you can't tell that it was ever there. Here I go again with this thread. The thread just wasn't making me happy, so I'm going to pull that off again. But I am going to add a large flare button there that was from my stash, and it looks like arrowheads in various colors pointing to the picture. So here is where I do a little bit of splatters with no yoking from Shimmers, and I really do like the no yoking color. It's just that bright yellow that I love. My favorite color is yellow. So I decide, oh, I decide I'm going to try and move this Hooray around, but I end up putting it back. I'm going to move it back over. There we go. I'm also going to bring in a couple of enamel dots that I had in my stash from Recollections, and they will be in a bright yellow as well. And if you can tell, I am going nuts with this Good Vibes Only. I think the real problem is, oh, well, I guess I'm done. I guess I did not record the end. I tried to darken it in, and that didn't work. So I pull it off and replace it with another stick or another piece of ephemera from Elle Studio that says Happy Heart. So sorry I lost some footage there, but you can see the stitching at the top as well, and that flare that I added that says dinner time, even though it was brunch. So that is it. That's the layout. At the very end, I added a little pop of orange there in the corner. I hope you're enjoying this series, and I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.